Hello, everybody. It is about 6:02. Today's September, 23rd. Wow, it's almost gone. This is Anfra with the YAMS talk show. I'm going to play some music. My beautiful guest, Alfreda, is here. Isn't she beautiful, you guys? We're going to listen to some music and give everybody about 5 minutes for people to sign on. That way you can share the video. Absolutely. We're going to listen to this song that I've been jamming all day, all week. I'm an R&B junkie, even though it's supposed to be gospel music. But okay. I've been jamming Kirk Franklin's Stomp all day because that's how I feel.
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone
and we're
too
going to
far,
jam that for a minute.
you think we've gotten too radical with our message. Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet. And if you don't know,
people already signed up.
You better put some hands together.
Yes.
Lately I've been going through some things that's really got me down.
Put your hands together. Come on.
Hi, everybody. We're going to jam for a few minutes.
I feel like having some church up in here. Come on.
I can't explain. Jesus, your love is so amazing. It gets me high up to the sky. And when I think about your goodness, it makes me wanna stop.
You can't take my joy, devil. Makes me
clap my hands, makes me wanna dance. Yes, it does. Stop.
put your hands together and have the Holy Ghost party with me.
Can't you see? I've got the victory.
Hello, everybody. Please share this video. That's how I'm feeling today.
Can I get a witness up in here?
Woo! Down.
Put your hands together.
Look at all the people who signed on already. Hey! Hi, y'all. We jamming today. This is how I feel, y'all. I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. Woo!
Jesus, your love is so amazing. It gets me high.
Hi, Carl. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Pearlie. Beverly says, good evening, beautiful lady. Stop.
Makes me clap my hands. Makes me wanna dance. Woo! Stop.
They ain't ready. They ain't ready.
I've got the victory.
Now, you sure?
I did.
Oh, let me share. Come on.
When I think about the goodness and the goodness of God, makes me grateful.
Oh, Lord.
Praise Him high.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Feel something.
Look at how the people sign on. Thank you, guys. Hey, are you with me?
Oh yeah, we have church ain't going nowhere. Oh yeah, we have yams, we ain't going nowhere.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, yeah.
We up in yams, we ain't going nowhere. Oh yeah, we up in yams, we ain't going nowhere. I think I lost about 3,000 pounds this year. Makes me wanna dance. Stop. Can't you see? I got the victory. Stop.
Everybody say
Stop.
all my folks say
Stop. Everybody's going to here.
Girl, yes, you can.
everybody say
Stop.
everybody
Stop.
Are you with me?
Oh yeah, we got the yams, we ain't going nowhere. Oh yeah, we got the yams, I love it, love it. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
are you with me? Oh yeah, we got the yams, we ain't going nowhere.
Stop. What's up, Apostle? My God, I'm into it. Okay. Hi. Shalom.
Stop. Stop.
everybody say
Stop. I promise.
Somebody share this on my YAMS page. I'm having problems.
it ain't over.
It ain't over.
It ain't over. It ain't over.
So,
Put them hands together.
Oh yeah, we having church ain't going nowhere. Oh yeah, we having church ain't going nowhere. Oh yeah, all right now. Woo!
all right.
I've been jamming that all day, guys. I was jamming that when y'all came. let me
Absolutely, absolutely.
I am an R&B junkie, even though that's supposed to be gospel music. But I'm an R&B junkie. Welcome to the You Are My Sister Talk Show. YAMS. This is one of YAMS' final shows. It's the final show on Sunday, actually. And I'm excited because of what God is doing in my life. What God is doing for us.
Sisters, there you have it.
What God is doing for us. Welcome. This is my guest today, you guys. Look at all the people who signed on so far. Isn't she beautiful? I was telling her name is Alfreda. Alfreda. That I've been called Alfreda probably a million times in my life, along with Alfalfa,
Alfredo,
Africa, Oprah, Anfra. You know, and so to meet her, and I don't know if people mispronounce your name if she was growing up.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They try to say whatever,
Yeah.
but except what it is.
Yeah, just take the time and read it.
Uh-huh.
Reading is fundamental, and pronounce it the syllables that they are. But she's here today. She was referred to me by Stephanie Hamlet, who was on a few weeks ago, who had a heart transplant. Her husband, Fred, was here. And she said, you got to interview her. She has her own fitness studio. She does credit stuff. And I immediately contacted her that night, and we booked the show.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to talk today about some things that we have been miseducated about as people. And that is finances, financial literacy, and fitness, which comes with health. Because you can't be fit and unhealthy.
Absolutely.
And you can't be unhealthy and be fit. You know what I mean?
They work hand in hand.
They work hand in hand. And so we were not taught about, and the last thing we're not going to talk about on this is the other thing we're miseducated about is relationships and love.
What?
We got no education about those things in our elementary, junior high, high school, or our religious upbringing.
That wasn't one of the subjects offered in school.
And you would think financial literacy would be personal financial. We were taught to get a business degree to work for somebody else and help them run their business, but not to run ours.
Well,
and that life is a business.
It is.
You know. So welcome to the show. I do want to say hi to some people. That's part of what we do here. Oh gosh, I can't read all these people here, but Jerica Jones, my cousin in Detroit. Hi, Denaria Watkins, Gloria Malone. Hi, Gloria. We used to work together. Beverly Harper says, good evening, beautiful young lady. Oh gosh, my godson Carl B. Cunningham. Hi, Carl. Pearlie. Hi, Pearlie. Natasha Clay Hill. Natasha's going to be on the show tomorrow.
Wow.
She's bringing her cast members for her new play, Cover Up, that will be I think it starts next Saturday, the 29th, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. Kim Dean has joined. Hi, Kim. Stephanie Wilkins. Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Zoe. Erica Hughes. Earl Rufus. Zoe says, hi, ladies. Erica says, hello. Stephanie says, good evening. My nephew and my producer, Michael Goodman, has joined. Hi, Michael. Diane says, shalom, sister.
Shalom.
So, shalom.
That's my mentor.
Okay.
One of my mentors.
Oh, good. I forget get her on too.
Absolutely.
And my brother, Robert Jameson, Dr. Robert Jameson from California, who is a Memphian, he's coming in special for the grand opening from LA. Hi, Robert. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining. I'm asking you to please share this video right now on your pages. That's all I'm asking right now. And in 2 weeks, we will be going with a live studio audience on October the 7th. I'm asking everybody to please go to Ticketor, TICKETOR.com/YAMS, or click on the link on my page and buy a ticket. Tickets are $40 each. It'll be the best $40 you've ever spent.
I mean, we spend it on everything else.
Everything is, you can go to drive through a Chick-fil-A with 2 people and you spend $50.
No problem.
I just did that not long ago.
And I have no problem with it.
Yeah, so $40 is not a lot for a ticket. Gloria says, hi, Anfra, and your guest.
Hi.
And Natasha says, hello. We're going to talk today. This young lady has her own fitness studio, right?
Yes.
Tell us the name of your studio.
The name of it is Fitness Fanatic Wellness Studios, and it is located in West Memphis, Arkansas.
Okay, right across the bridge.
Right across the bridge. I mean, no more than
Yeah,
downtown Memphis is about 15 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
20 minutes across the bridge.
Tops.
Yeah, unless you run the traffic. Are you a native of West Memphis or what?
I was born here in Memphis,
Okay.
and a native of Marion, Arkansas,
Okay,
and I currently live in West Memphis, but I'm Arkansas grown. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Hey, tri-state, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Tennessee.
Hey, you gotta know it.
And so what made you get into fitness?
Well,
She's fit, y'all. I'm talking about, when they say brick house, you know, she's
God bless you.
Yes. Well, I'm a brick house too. I'm just a little bit thicker brick house. You understand what I'm saying?
What kind of brick you
That's
live
right.
in. There you go. But what happened, I was an athlete in school, so I ran
in
track
high school.
in high school, played basketball, ran track and things like that.
Okay.
And even once I, graduated from high school, I received some scholarships to run track and things like that.
Okay.
What did it for me, I believe, is when my grandparents began to get sick, and I couldn't diabetes, blood pressure, thyroid, and I really couldn't understand. But I really, my health and wellness business really changed when my own mother developed cancer.
Yeah.
And that was about 15 years ago.
And you were how old? Were you grown at the time?
Can't tell them how old I am. They'll be trying to.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. I'll be 57 next month, and I don't give a damn what 57 looks good.
Work it.
You know what I'm saying? So your age, to me, people, you respect if you don't want to tell your age.
Oh, I'll share.
But the beautiful thing is, without aging, you won't be here.
Hey. Two things are gonna happen. You're either gonna live or die, right?
Yeah.
So what? I'm 40. I'll be 47 years old next month. So I don't have a problem with that.
Yes.
But what happened? I was an adult when my mom developed cancer. I was in my 30s.
And you weren't in business yet at the time.
What happened is I had a mobile business.
Business.
I would show up at different corporations. I was contracted with different corporations, FedEx, Technicolor, and things like that. So I would show up and teach their employees how to utilize the equipment through their employee wellness programs.
Yeah.
And so, I would just show up.
Did you go to school for that?
I did.
Okay, so you went to college after. I'm just slowing your story down a little bit so we can get the timeline of things.
Gotcha.
So when you graduated from high school, you went to college?
Well,
what did you do?
It took me a minute to, get myself
That's okay, yeah. I don't know what you want to do at 18.
I'm transparent. Let me just tell you that.
Yeah.
So what happened is I went to a dental assistant school because I thought I wanted to work with people's teeth and all that stuff.
And realized now.
Yeah, so you go to dental assistant school, you go from there, you do hygiene. And then that's when my mom got sick.
Okay.
And so I was actually in a nursing program in Forest City, Arkansas. Okay. And I was on clinicals. I was like 2 weeks into my clinicals.
Okay.
My goodness, some people know this story and some people don't.
Okay.
This is the first time that I've shared this story with a lot of people. So I was on clinicals at the school in Forest City, and one of my rotations was at a nursing home, and I had to deal with patients. I had to work with patients, not deal with. I had the opportunity to work with patients that were terminally ill with cancer. And
physically work with them, you mean?
Physically work with them. And then my mom got cancer. And it was rough for me. It was so rough for me. Lord, and I'm gonna try not to. You got some tissue?
I do have some tissue.
It was so rough for me that my grades began to fail.
Okay.
And I had an instructor that said, you know what? I really don't want to see you fail the program.
Yeah.
And she said, maybe you should just take a leave until, take a semester off.
Yes.
And
because that's traumatic.
It is traumatic. I mean, because I would see the people in the nursing home that were dealing with cancer.
Yes.
And chemo and radiation. Yes. And oh my gosh, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Yes. And then when my mom got it, I was like, okay, this is what I already know what to expect.
Yeah, you knew what the journey
the journey was going to be. Yeah. And it was a lot. I couldn't pay.
And so when you exercise, have you always been though physically always working out?
So you had
that. Okay, so you had that in the core of being.
I always had the exercise part. However, I didn't have the eating. And we'll address that. And that's what a lot of the disease.
It is. That's what all of it. Well, not all of it.
A lot. The majority of it. 80% of it is what we actually eat. 20% is exercise.
And then a part of it is environmental.
Oh, definitely.
And a part of it is, and these are things that I'm learning, you guys, about health. And this is just a little digress here. it is about what we eat and the fact that we don't grow any food anymore.
See,
okay, so we're being poisoned.
We probably just lost some viewers.
No, this is what we're going to be talking about.
This is real talk here.
Because this is part of health and fitness. Mm-hmm. When you don't know what it is you're eating because you didn't grow anything,
mm-hmm. So you don't know where
where it came from and what they put in it to grow it. Mm-hmm. So, and then water's poison.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can talk about
all that. Okay.
Alkaline water.
So, all of that. And so we'll go a little bit. And then I just want to make these things clear to people about health. But part of our health is the environment, what we breathe, all the stuff that we breathe and take in. And then the other thing that is killing us, you guys, is vanity. You know, so the dyes, the perms,
what we put on our skin,
what we put on our skins, the lotions we put on our bodies, that probably takes up about 30 or 40% of the reason why specifically Black women are dying of lupus and all of the autoimmune diseases are coming from the perms.
Right, because we've broken down what we need to fight these different diseases. Yes. So our systems are weakened. Yeah, our systems are weakened because we'll do anything for vanity. I went to the I go to Supalo, and I'm digressing here, but it's part of this conversation. And a girl has my eyelashes out to here. And I'm a comedian, and she batting her eyes and shit. I was like, I don't know if she was talking in Mars code to me. You can see the glue. Wait, now see there.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, sister, she's about 19, 20 years old.
Were you having a hot flash? Was she fanning you?
I thought she was trying to say, help me, my boyfriend is something like Mars code. But the point I'm making is because of vanity, we keep up with all the acrylic nails, polish. That stuff is killing us, y'all. That's part of health. And we are, the perms particular and the dyes and all that kind of stuff. This is where your soul resides. This is where your brain and your nervous system and hair follicles grow out. So that means that whatever coming out that follicle is going in and being absorbed into our system. And so I'm going to be having a show about that, a lot of shows about that coming up. That we need to understand, are we dying to be beautiful?
Oh, that's good.
Are we dying to be beautiful?
And we are.
We are naturally beautiful.
Right. And you know what? And you know, the word tells us that for women, our hair is our glory.
Our hair is our glory.
So you mean to tell me that you're killing your glory? Because when you put that stuff in your hair, now this is a whole nother conversation.
It's a whole nother, but it's part of health.
When we put that stuff into our hair and we're killing our hair and we're killing the originality of it, then here we are, then we're sick. Yeah. And
we wonder why we're dying, the Black women in particularly, we're dying at the fastest rates of all forms of cancer, lupus, and those types of things.
It says statistics says 85%. Yes. 85% of us are dying because of what we're putting on our skin and what we're putting in it. That's just what we're putting on our skin. Yes. And what we're putting in our hair. In our hair. And people have said to me, oh, now you're going to be a talk show, you're going to be on TV, you should color your hair. It is colored, the natural color.
This is the color God gave me. And so I'm saying all that to say, ladies, sisters, that Aretha Franklin has a song about being you made me feel like a natural woman. And y'all could be mad at me for saying it.
Because they're not making you feel.
Because you can't be a natural woman if everything on you is fake. It can't.
Wait, what you mean to tell me if my nails are this long, they're not natural nails? Somebody gonna say, well, let me see your nails.
Your hair not yours, your eyelashes not yours, your fingers not yours. We got implants. And I'm not saying this to make anyone mad. I'm saying this is real. To make you think. Yeah. Because your natural beauty that God gave you, if you're not proud of that, something's wrong.
Well, this is a lot of times people suffer with identity crisis. They don't know who they are. So what happens is I see this over here and this girlfriend has this.
The media has a lot to
try this and I'm gonna try that and I'm gonna put this on. Well, what you have is you, baby. It's you. Rock what you have.
Rock what you have. And accentuates the positive. But but that's part of health and it ties into what we're talking today, because without good health, any other goals you have in life are irrelevant. Irrelevant. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Without good health and a good eating plan and knowing what you're eating and knowing what you're putting not only in your body, but on your body. Everything you do, and the Asians have this thing that I love called cause and effect in the Buddhist. Everything you do has a cause and an effect. Everything you do, every choice you make, everything has a consequence that goes along to it. And so my thing is that I try to teach people is, even with tattoos, I'm not a tattoo person, because your skin is an organ,
Yeah.
like your heart.
It's the largest
It's
organ,
the largest organ,
by the way.
and you should never make a permanent decision based on a temporary fad, fashion, or feeling.
Absolutely, that's good. That's
You
good.
understand what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Because your followers keep up with trends and fashions,
And they
things.
change.
And they change.
They
So when
change.
10 years from now, when everyone tattoos are no longer popular,
They gonna
you
look the
stuck
same.
with something you've done based on a feeling.
Ray Ray's girl.
Yeah. A boo boo the fool. Okay. But anyway, I digress. So yeah.
20 years later.
Yeah.
Ray Ray.
And so and then you were feeling something in the moment. We've got to learn to take responsibility for our choices, from the very smallest to the largest. They have a far-reaching effect. And our health, if you want to live a long life, you've got to do something in your youth while you are young to prepare to have a long life.
To prepare your body.
Yeah,
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, because your body, everything you're putting on it is killing us.
But you know what?
Mhm.
I was with the group yesterday. With the group Friday morning, and we were talking, and they said, you know, why do people? You would think that places like free parks and free tracks and things like that they would be packed. And I have this thing that I say, if it were easy, everyone would do it. If it were easy, everyone would do it.
Yeah.
And then we're at the track and we're working out and we're doing this and we're doing that. And the young lady says, well, why is the people not here? I said, because people are saying, I'm going to die from something. Yeah, we're all going to die from something. But does it?
But why not live for something?
But, right, why not live for something? And does it have to be, you know, blood pressure and diabetes and cholesterol? Does it have to be? I mean, we can go on and on. And I always tell people, you know, I might step on some toes. So we may step on
that's okay.
We may step on some toes in this interview. but at the same time, you know, get yourselves together. Let's get ourselves together.
Let's get ourselves together.
The word tells us that we're supposed to live and to live life more abundantly.
Yeah.
Now, somebody's going to have an issue with you said that, you know, the Buddha says that with everything there's a cause and effect. But also in the word, it says you reap what you sow. So if you're out there sowing these seeds of unhealthy living, unhealthy dieting, unhealthy eating, not things like that. What are you expecting your body to produce for you? That's exactly what's going to happen.
Because your body is your temple.
Hey, is it?
It is no longer a temple. The body today is like a billboard.
Hey, see me, do me.
But your health is important, and without your body, your spirit has no home, no place to live.
They're homeless.
You know what I'm saying?
So you mean to tell me there are more homeless people than we actually realize?
There are, yeah. And so when the human body now has become like a subway train, it's all marked up. It's like the human body has become a place where you know, used to be you saw graffiti, and we're talking about tattoos here. We're way off the subject, but I'll be talking about this on the show. You used to see graffiti just on the subway trains or the overhead passes or abandoned houses. Now the sacredness of the body has graffiti all on.
And you know, and people try to say that their tattoos tell their life.
Yeah,
kind of like our Pandora.
Write a book.
Kind of like our Pandora bracelets. You know, you get your bracelet with your charm on it, and you can look at the charm
fashion
and tell everybody's life. Yeah.
And so we're talking about health today, you guys, because you can't talk about health and just relate it to just food. Because food is important, but what you feed your soul.
Oh gosh! Wait, you mean?
But you feed your soul and your mind. That's part of health too.
And but it starts in the mind.
Yes, it does.
It starts in the mind. I remember.
Feed your soul and feed your soul positivity. Feed your soul knowledge. Feed your soul wisdom. Feed your soul courage and strength and determination. When you start to feed your soul, you won't feed off the stuff the world tells you to do to your body.
Wow. Yeah.
You're not feeding your soul. See, I feed my soul.
And you know what? but when we do that, then sometimes we're looked at as being arrogant. You know, because I say all the time.
Or different. I'm glad to be different. I'm glad that I don't follow the trends. I wouldn't be doing this show if I was a trend follower. I'd be tatted up probably. and
I wouldn't be able to have the business if I followed the trend. I still would be doing the same thing.
Because the masses is what the world controls the masses. When you get out of the massive mentality, the mass of people are followers. They do what the fashions, the trends, they keep up with the Kardashians.
They try to keep up with those people. Keep up with Alfreda and Anfra.
Yes.
How about that?
Feed your soul. Nourish your soul. Because if your body is healthy and your mind is sick, you're sick.
Yeah. And you know what? This and back to our topic with being healthy. We eat because oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
Food is just my gosh.
It's not even
It is,
food.
it's overrated,
Yes,
first of all, because look, when somebody dies, we eat.
Yeah.
When a baby's born, we eat. When it's a wedding, we eat. When it's a funeral, we eat. When somebody's coming in town, we eat. When somebody's going out of town, let's go eat.
Let's celebrate. Let's go out.
But then
you're stressed. Go eat.
You're happy. Let's go eat. I'm celebrating. Let's go eat.
Yeah.
Down in the dumps. Let's go eat.
So we don't eat to live
goodness.
anymore. We
No.
don't eat to live. We don't look at food for nourishment. We look at it because it tastes good.
But this is the deal. We went to a restaurant a couple of weeks ago because people have been raving about, you got to go there. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. I was already thinking I'm just going to get a salad because wherever I go, I can eat something because I can just get a salad.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm a vegetarian.
Hey, so so you decide to do something different. And I tasted it and I said, this is what people are saying is good. This is horrible. This place needs to be shut down.
I've done that too. I've done that with Zaxby's.
But
I'm saying Zaxby's.
But so many, they gonna get you.
I don't care. They already know. I've already turned Zaxby's in.
But so many people are, they tell you, girl, you got to go over here and try this, go over here and try. And you're saying, this is, oh my goodness, this is what you call
good food.
This is what you call good.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is what you call good. What's so good about it?
So what you consume in a fitness, because working out is a great thing.
Oh, yeah.
But prior to working out, it's what you're putting in your body for energy. Dr. Sabi, who is no longer with us.
They got him, don't
Yeah, they killed him. But Dr. Sabi is who really helped me probably in the early 2000s, that he has an office here, talked about how we should eat foods that give us energy.
Yeah, and that's on your body.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And nothing at a restaurant, a fast food restaurant in particular, gives you energy.
Because it's all dead.
It's all dead.
It's
byproducts. It's byproducts and all that kind of stuff that's in it.
Wait, check this out. So you mean to tell me a dead battery can give off energy?
It cannot.
I mean, everything that you eat is going to be dead.
Yes.
So what energy are you getting from something dead?
And so we don't have energy. And without energy, the metabolism doesn't work, and all of that. So it's a cycle. A fitness is a cycle, but you have to get your mind fit first.
Oh yeah.
To accomplish anything.
Girl, look, I have people signing up at the studio.
Okay.
They personal training or group exercise classes, and they come in 2 or 3 days and they work out a little bit, and they, oh man, and I hadn't. They stop coming. I don't see them for 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. I had to, I started working out and my legs started hurting, and my arms started hurting. Well, this is the deal. What did you expect? So I'm a real trainer.
Okay.
For
so
real.
you are a personal trainer.
I'm a certified
personal trainer. I love that. And give us the name of your studio one more time.
Fitness Fanatic Wellness Studios in West Memphis. Fitness is spelled with Z's. Fanatic is spelled with a K.
Spell it for me.
F-I-T.
Speak up. F-I-T.
F-I-T-N-E-Z-Z. Fanatic. F-A-N-A-T-I-K.
I love that.
Fitness Fanatic.
Fitness Fanatic.
Fitness Fanatic. My mom named it that, and she named it, and she gave it those different letters because she said it would always stand out.
Yes, it does.
People would always remember it.
Yes, it does.
So for anybody that's saying, well, how did she come up with that name? My mom gave it that name. Here it is right here.
And so do you feel that in business as an entrepreneur, because there's so many things that we can talk about, your fitness, your finances, in fact, entrepreneurship is what I love.
Hey, Fitness Fanatic is the umbrella. There's so many branches that fall from the umbrella.
Yes,
absolutely.
I understand that. So how long have you been in business with Fitness Fanatic?
21 plus 20.
Oh my God, that's so wonderful.
My son is 24, and I started about a couple of years before him. So about 26 years. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
And
so being in business, do you find that with people, but Black people in particular, will complain about your prices, yet go to Goldsmith and Macy's and have no problem at all?
Here I am about to step on some toes.
Step on, because this is what we're talking about here. How we don't support each other, but we'll go buy a Michael Kors purse or whatever. And I pick on Michael Kors because everybody wearing it now. But,
I do. I run into people saying, I run into people sending me inboxes and calling me and things like that. And how much you charge, and I talk to them about some of the services that we render, and I send them my price, and they say, "Oh, why are you so high?" And I tell them, I said, let me explain something to you. First of all, I'm certified personal trainer. I'm a certified group instructor.
Yes.
When you come into the studio and you see the degrees and the certificates on the wall, that took time, that took money. I'm not at my house, and you're not coming to the backyard, and the dog not barking, and the kids not running around.
But you're a professional.
Yes. So you don't have. that's why the fees are the way that they are.
Yeah.
And I've even had people call me and say, "Girl, look, your fees are too low." If you went to New York somewhere, if you went to Florida somewhere,
and that's
if you went to
I'm
California
trying
somewhere,
to get people to see that it is about us.
Ooh.
United support. That when Black people are in business, support them. Because we go to the mall and we support people who do nothing for us.
Right.
We don't complain.
See, this is
we
the
pay
deal.
the prices. We will give Michael Jordan $250 for a pair of tennis
stand in
shoes.
line all day.
I stand online all day, and he has done nothing for you.
And you don't know him.
Yeah, and so it's changing the mindset. It's called psychological slavery. They freed us physically when Abraham supposedly freed us back in whatever day. But when they took the shackles off,
the shackles were still in the mind. Shackles on my feet.
And so we're still in psychological slavery, and that we've been taught to not support each other. And that goes back to slavery. We've got to break this cycle in 2018 and going forward, because there's so many Black businesses out there. For everything that you could buy in the mall, from a white designer or food or whatever it is, there's somebody Black in business that you can do business with.
Absolutely. And but sometimes they get, and I'm going to say that because I'm not hung up on names. I mean,
me neither.
I'm not
I could care less about
it. Because this is the deal. I know some small business owners. I know that they have children that's in the school. I know that they're trying to do this. I know that and as a business owner, I understand the concept of support. I understand the concept of support. So I do get sometimes that my fees are a little bit high. But when you come into Fitness Fanatic Wellness Studio, then nothing in there is leased. Nothing in there is, am I paying on, or they're gonna come and take it and things like that. So
and the money is circulating back in the community.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we can sit here all day and I could just kind of shoot out some things that Fitness Fanatic does for the community, that Alfreda does for the community. So I give back to the community.
And so that is the mindset that I'm asking everybody that come on the show, people who are watching, let's start to think first about everything, and then think about where you are spending your money and how you are spending your money, and ask yourself some questions before you just swipe that card, that credit card. Is what has, I'm going back to Michael Kors, done for me? What has Michael Kors done for me? What has Coco Chanel done for me? What has Ralph Lauren done for me? What has Louis Vuitton done? You don't even know these people. Who? But their kids and grandkids and grandkids are going to go to college, and yours are not, because you have just swiped your credit card to help his family that's not even born yet, where people around you that you say you love, you won't even support.
Right. You have swiped your debit card. Because you haven't been trained to get that secured credit card to get your credit score where it needs to be, so you can go get what you want at the rate.
And so that leads into finances. So it all goes together. Let's say hi to some people. Hi, Karen in Minneapolis. She's joined. Dana Williams says, Queen-minded.
Hey.
She says, oh my God, I love it. Thank you. Robin Allen, one of my classmates from East High, Erica Jackson, and Jessica Garner Bohannon says, yes, we still mentally oppressed. Hi, Jessica. We're talking today. This is my beautiful guest, Alfreda Payne. She's from West Memphis, Arkansas. She has her own Fitness Fanatic studio. She does fitness and financial training and education for us, because we have been severely and purposely and strategically miseducated. Strategically.
That means on purpose.
On purpose.
Well.
We're going to only teach them enough so they can come work for us.
Oh, now wait, now see.
Get a great degree in business, but don't teach them nothing how to run their own business.
Right.
Come on, there's something wrong with that, y'all.
And mess up your credit. Up their credit. Hey, Joyce, mess up the credit, so when you're ready to get something, then they can get it. They're just going to pay the highest interest rate. They can pay the high down payments and things like that. Like, who does that?
And so we've been so miseducated. I can't wait to have this live studio audience in a couple of weeks, so that we can have feedback from live. We're going to talk about these issues, you guys, because we have been so miseducated that in every area of our lives. And my goal is, I always wanted to teach, not knowing that this would be a platform to teach and to bring other people in. We've got to start thinking as people about the power we possess, the power of God that we possess.
Because he does give us power.
Yes, and we do have it. And so, but we haven't been taught, even in religion, I hate to tell you, doesn't teach you about the true power that you have. We've got to learn about the power of God that we were born with, and that we were born to run our own lives like a business. Life is running our lives like a business. We got assets, liabilities, bank accounts, and all of that. But no one told you was the CEO. No class you ever went to told you that life is running you like a business. When you marry, that's a merger of two businesses. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just bringing it all in because this is what I'm talking about.
So you want to tell me we merging companies now?
Yes, that's what marriage is.
That's what marriage is.
Two people, they do the same thing a merger in a company does. Two people who marry merger their assets and liabilities into one,
which makes it greater.
Makes it greater. It should. But they take on the responsibilities of all of each other's debts and problems and things like that. But no one ever told you that it was a business. No one told you that your life is a business. But every day you go to the bank, you go to work, you are operating as a CEO, but you are acting like a employee, like a slave. Truthfully,
what?
See,
with no pay. With no pay.
So I'm CEO now. When I learned to be the CEO,
that's like Muhammad Ali says, I am the greatest.
I am the greatest.
I am
in my life, I am the greatest. And so that is, you are an entrepreneur and you didn't even know it. You're running a business and you didn't even know it.
Wow.
Businesses file bankruptcy. So what do? We have opportunity to file bankruptcy.
We have an opportunity to file bankruptcy.
Life is treating you like a business, but no one told you you're the CEO. But guess what? Anfra is telling you you're the CEO of the business of your life. You need to manage your life like you're running an empire.
Daily.
Every day. Every dime you spend, you need to be accountable for it. Know where it went. Invest in yourself. Forget Wall Street. Invest in your children, not with Michael Jordans. That ain't an investment.
That's not an investment.
That's not an investment.
That's an investment. It's an investment.
Not with Xboxes. That's not an investment.
That's not an investment.
Teach them financial literacy at the youngest age, like the Asians and the Middle Easterns. They have their children working in their business from the knee high to the duck.
But you know what? This is, oh my goodness, this is what we say. And my son and my daughter have been able to have had the opportunity to work in the family business.
In the family business.
And so this is what we say. I don't want to do that. The kids they'd rather go work at McDonald's.
Yes, they do. But it's an educational thing.
Oh my goodness.
See, we've got to educate our children because first we've got to actually, what I had to do, I say I had to purge, regurgitate, throw up everything that I was taught and re-educate myself.
I used to hear this. I used to hear this term because I do network marketing also. Yeah. But I used to hear this term on the call, and the young lady would say, "Grow a new brain."
Grow a new brain. Hello.
Grow a new because you've been taught this one thing, and sometimes
it ain't working.
It's not working, but you bumping your head against something. This isn't working. This isn't working. That isn't working. You have to learn. You have to unlearn.
But you've learned.
To learn
and relearn something again.
Unlearn.
Yes, you
Absolutely.
do. Because we've been miseducated, you guys. We've been miseducated so bad. I could go deeper and deeper, but we ain't got enough time. But the point is we're on this is the information age. So we all have at our fingertips access to knowledge.
Because we do this all day.
Question everything you've been taught and Google it.
We do this all day.
All day. Yeah. Do it for something purposeful to empower yourself, because we're in a revolution here where corporate America, they don't give 30 years. You don't work 30 years and get a watch no more. Some luggage.
No.
So if you're not thinking about multiple streams of income,
oh my goodness,
we have talent.
Oh,
there are things you know how to do, how to train your kids how to do things, because as this revolution is happening, they're going to be such a greater divide of people who saw it coming
and decided to do
something about it, be prepared for it, or those says, well, I lost my job, I don't know what I'm doing.
Now what? Because I run into people all the time that ask me, oh my goodness, how many jobs do you have? Well, the wealthiest man in the world said you need about 8 streams of income. So I'm working. We have the wellness studio. I work in the public school system. I have some network marketing thing, and I've started making my own products and things like that. And that is, oh my goodness. It is. That is a task.
If you make whatever you make in corporate America, whatever you make wherever you work, whether we're in a hospital or whatever place you be, this is what I've done up until about a month ago. People say, you still work, and I'm like, okay. I no longer work in corporate America.
Uh-huh.
I learned how to make corporate America
Work for you.
for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So that meant that I took my money that I made and invested in FIG. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And FIG is my company, production company, Faith in God.
Right.
And so, but you may think you're not investing, but every time you get paid and you run to the mall,
you're investing in them.
you're investing in Michael Kors.
Yeah.
I keep picking on Michael Kors, but I hate it. You're investing in Michael Jordan. You're investing in Xboxes. They say we are the greatest consumers. But the truth is, when you consume, you also invest.
Mm-hmm.
You just invest in someone something else, somebody else's dream.
So wait a minute. Wait, stop right there. Put a pin in it. So you mean to tell me that we're investing in, we don't know what?
Yeah, we don't have a clue.
You mean to tell me that people don't know what they're investing in?
Yeah.
Just what? Just
you came home and you got this. I'm picking on Michael Kors. You got this beautiful Michael Kors purse,
and
he don't even know who you are.
Call him and see.
But you just helped him send his great grandchild,
and you know
that's not even born yet, to college.
I remember I did. Oh my goodness! I remember I did a live feed, and I said at that time my daughter was a full-time student, and I was saying, invest in Fitness Fanatic, invest in Alfreda Payne Enterprise, and I was saying, my daughter is in school. She has a car. She comes home on the weekend. She needs money. And I remember somebody saying, "So you want me to help you send your child to school? Well, you don't have a problem sending Mr. Walmart child to school. You don't have a problem sending Mr. Walmart on vacation. You don't have a problem making sure Mr. Walmart got a Mercedes. Where my Mercedes?
Thank you." And that's
where is my Mercedes?
That's the mentality that we got to change, you guys. Because look at the people. Hello, everybody. Hello, Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie is my girl. Hey, Stephanie is my logo.
I love Stephanie. Stephanie's coming back on the show too.
She is my logo.
But that is the thing that we've got to. But if no one is talking about it, you see, we got to have some dialogue.
Yeah,
that's what YAMS is about.
Okay,
creating the dialogue to get people to understand that you are a business.
Mm-hmm. I am. We are.
We are business.
We are business.
We are businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yet no one told us that the educational system in high school and college, get you a business degree to run somebody else's business, help somebody else run.
Are you kidding me?
So I'm gonna tell you a story. What happened to me in Detroit?
Oh.
Well, it's happened a lot, but this is one particular time. Okay. I had a manager. I was working in the automotive industry in Detroit. A white guy. He's a young white guy, probably about 30. Okay. He came in, was my manager. He told us all to introduce ourselves and tell us something about us personally. And I'm sitting there like, do I really tell him what I do? Or everybody was telling them their names, and I was the only black chick. And they said, I play basketball. I coach little league. And,
for somebody else.
And all that. So I said, okay, I don't know what to do. I tell a man the truth or whatever. So he got around to me and I introduced myself. I said, I own FIG Productions. I write books and blah, blah, blah. He looked at me like I just had lost my mind.
That's not what I meant. What I'm asking you is this.
But I was like,
what do you really do?
Then about a few months later, he comes to me and says, because I don't have a degree. I could finish it, but I don't give a damn about it. I don't want to run no corporate business anyway. So he says, and that's why I don't have
student loan. Hey,
and so he says to me one day, he gets mad at me. He says, "How is it that you can have a business and you don't have a degree in business?" That's what he asked me.
You don't need a degree.
Listen to Anfra Boyd's response to him, because he was mad at me about something, prejudiced man. And I said, okay. I said, how can you have a business degree, motherfucker, and you don't own your own business? That was my last day.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, they got rid of you.
No, they got left. He was dumbfounded. I said, "You the one got the business degree. You up in here running somebody else's business. Why don't you have your own business?"
Ooh, because he's
trying to put me down because I have a business.
Wait a minute.
Yet I don't have a business degree. I turned it around on him and said, "You got a business degree, and you up in here running somebody else's business,
micromanaging."
Thank you.
You in here with your degree, micromanaging yourself.
Yeah, like he's better than me. I said, I got more knowledge than you'll ever have, young man. But anyway, so those are the things that we're talking about today, y'all. We're talking about finances and fitness because they kind of go hand in hand in a lot of ways.
They go hand in hand in a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways,
because if you don't have any money, what big? I mean, you haven't invested any money.
Yes.
You haven't invested any money.
Yes.
You don't have any savings account.
Yes.
You're spending your money buying things from check to check to check. So wait, so wait. I'm gonna say
living
this.
check to check. Yeah.
Okay, let me. I got 3 minutes to tell
You
this
got
story.
yes, you do, baby.
Okay.
You got a lot of time.
So I got 3 minutes to tell this story. This is what really happened.
Okay.
Because this is how Fitness Fanatic in the building really came to pass. So I was working at the YMCA in Memphis here. I was director at one of the YMCA's here, and let me back up a little bit. 2 or 3 steps. I was working at a dental office, okay, as a dental hygienist, and that dentist wasn't a very good steward over his finances. So what happened is, you know, when you're watching TV and you go to work and there's a lock on the gate, or there's a sign on, that's exactly what happened.
You showed up one day in the
I showed up to work, you know, cute, doing my thing, ready to clean teeth for the day, and there was a lock on the door and a red sign said closed. No, didn't pay for not paying taxes. Yes. So, you know, I go home, and at the time I was married, I go home and I tell my husband, look, I don't have a job, blah, 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 blah. And so, you know, prayed about it and started doing some things at the church. And a young lady saw how of a good steward I was at just doing the volunteer stuff. Yeah. And she said, hey, I may have a position for you over here at the Y. So I went over to the Y, applied for the position. Started at the bottom, now I'm here. This is a start at the bottom, now I'm here moment. So started out wiping down equipment, cleaning the bathroom.
Doing what you had to do.
See, somebody don't know that. They think I've always been at the top. No, ma'am. Started at the bottom. And so, you know, I was able to get a certification in this class, get a certification in that class. And being there after a year, they said, you know what, I think you'll be a good director over this department, that department. So, you know, moved on and got the positions there. And then there was a corporate takeover.
And you didn't have your building at the time.
I didn't have my building at the matter of fact. I didn't even have my degree at the time. You know, I was working on my degree in school, taking classes online, you know, all of that old kind of stuff. And the corporate team came over. You know, sometimes when corporate come in, they bring their own team. But that's what happened. They brought their own team.
They bring their own team,
but they kept me.
Okay.
Got rid of everybody else.
Okay.
But they kept me, which came with a great responsibility. Yes. So now I'm in there trying to learn this job and learn that, and being able to take this class and do this and doing that and doing that. So what happened was I was able to run not only just the Y where I was, but a few others also. So God set me up. He set me up to lose that job at the dental office because he knew I was complacent and I wasn't going anywhere.
Complacency. We talked about that too.
We talked about that before the show. So he knew I was comfortable. So he set me up where I had to get out of that position and begin volunteering. My faithfulness, my faithfulness got me to being a director.
It's part of your climb.
It was part of the climb. It was part of the climb. So after working with the Y and getting those positions and things like that, when I remember being in the Y, in the gym, and I heard God say, it's time for you to go. Yes. And things had started happening.
But he had set you up to be a business so you could see the vision.
He had already set me up. And so he said, it's time for you to go. I had started having some issues on my job. You know, when sometimes, and I'm going to go ahead and say this. And somebody
say it, baby. We're free to say it's free speech.
When you are on the team, as a team player, everybody is moving and passing you the ball and doing the thing. But when you become the coach.
Say that, girl.
The team don't want to play with you no more. The team don't want to play with you no more.
Say that, girl. I love that. When you are on the team, everybody pass you the ball.
Hey,
but when you become the coach,
then they looking at you like, you know, they the coach. Now they don't even want to work together.
Because you've been elevated.
Because you've been elevated. So that's what happened. And I started having some issues on my job, you know, having some issues. People, co-workers didn't want to support me and things like that. So, so I was in the gym and the Lord said, now, again, I'm causing you to be uncomfortable. Yes. Now, you're either going to sit here and be uncomfortable, or you're going to move like I say move.
Say it.
So let me tell you what happened. A couple of days when that went on, I started taking my little flowers off, taking my little flowers out, taking my pictures down, you know, getting all my little personal stuff off, you know, and people would come into my office and they would be like, you ain't got no pictures of me. You know, you got your stuff there. It's all not. Have anything because I felt it. I felt it coming. I felt it coming. The change was coming. So the next day when I went to work, and it was over the weekend.
You at the Y?
I was at the Y over the weekend, and some things happened. And my supervisor called me, and I was off work now. You know, but when you in on salary, you're never really off.
You're never really off. You're at their fingertips.
You know, when you're on salary, you're never really off. Yes. And so some things happened, and they called me. And when I went back to work the next day, I said, you know what? Thank you for the opportunity.
I can't do this.
I can't do this. I can't do this. Baby, I left with my box. They was like, well, let's have a, let's get you, going away and doing this and doing that. I said, you know what? The Lord had allowed me to staff some people that I had known, so He allowed me to be a channel, a vessel. Yeah.
And so we have to understand people. She just talked about something very important here. That's the climb. So we're on the climb.
Started from the bottom.
And every height
is a new challenge.
Starts at the bottom.
And,
okay, where you go. If you fly, you start on the ground.
But you know what? Some people think.
And so there's a climb in life. And in order to climb and to keep climbing, you have to keep moving. You can't stay still and become complacent and think you're gonna keep climbing.
Comfortable.
Yes.
You can't stay comfortable. When I start feeling
so respect the climb.
Something.
When people like me, myself and you and others, they don't get us. People who are complacent on their jobs, who've been there a long time and believe in that American tradition. They don't understand. I had a girlfriend tell me yesterday, you quit your job. I said, look, I don't need no negativity.
Okay, keep it moving.
Keep it moving, sweetie. I just, and so you have to understand, I'm on a climb, y'all. Okay? I'm climbing. I'm not staying still. I'm not stagnant. I'm not going to just be comfortable because you want me to be comfortable so you can feel comfortable.
And thank you for including me in your climb.
In the climb.
Thank you for,
we're climbing
here. Thank you for including
and everybody that I'm interviewing, we're climbing.
Yes.
So if you ain't got on your hiking boots,
wait,
and your stuff ready to climb with me,
keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Because we're climbing here. Let's read some.
Okay.
Oh my God, we have a lot of people on here. Stephanie says, I'm investing in me. Yes, Stephanie.
Amen.
Tammy Stark says, hey, Vanessa Barton, hi, one of my greatest friends from 40-something, 50 years almost. Joyce Taylor says, what you said? Samuel Anderson says, hello there, my friend.
Hey.
Stephanie says, hello, my beautiful sisters.
Hey.
Lisa Blakemore has joined. Stephanie again says, Coach Lucy in the building.
I'm not Frida Lucille, Coach Lucy.
Okay. And let's see how to pronounce her name because I hate to mess her name up. Takrina says hello. Thank you guys for joining. This has been a fast conversation. We're going to keep talking here because we can do that. The thing about it is, you guys, we're talking about success.
Because people see you and they think you have success, that it just came easy to you. Sometimes
the sacrifice of success.
The sacrifice. Transparency.
It is. And if you don't believe in something that you're willing to sacrifice everything for, you don't believe it enough.
What was my question to you today? I pre-interviewed her too, guys.
She did. Tell them what you asked me.
I asked because when you get to this edifice, when you get to FIG, you've got to know. When you come to YAMS and FIG, you've got to know that it was a sacrifice. Yes. So I asked her, what was your sacrifice? Because I knew it took something to get here. She didn't just pop up and then be all fabulous and glorious. I knew that it took a sacrifice. So that was my question.
Yeah.
What did
her question to me was, what did I sacrifice? And my answer to her was, and we're just talking about in the short span time front, I just quit my job in corporate America. I took every dime, maxed out every credit card. I've done, and I don't care. If it fails, and which is not.
Yeah, that's right.
But if it does.
You did it for you.
I did it for me. Hey. And I can always get a JOB. It's just, JOB for me means just outside of bankrupt. Just outside of broke.
But wait a minute, you're sitting here with the credit specialist.
Thank you.
So we're not going to let that happen either.
And so I've sacrificed everything to make this happen because I felt like, and I felt it was ordained for me to do in conversations that I've had with God, number one, so it's not going to fail. But number two is that I had become complacent on my job. I come home, I'm stressed out. I can't put my time and my thoughts and my energy into my business because I'm stressed. I can't lose weight. My blood pressure's up. And I said, okay, I'm either going to totally live on FIG, and FIG means faith in God. That's why I named the business that 20 years ago. I'm living on FIG right now.
That works is what?
And if this is not going to fail because it was ordained for me to do. And that's what God told me.
That's what God told
And that's what God told me.
And that's what you should follow.
And so I'm only
Always.
listening to
Always
God.
follow the word
And
of
I
God.
knew that it was time to let this go because I couldn't get these projects off the ground because I was so stressed on this job. And if all else fails, which is not, I can get a job. I know how to interview and get a job.
You can always go back. You can always go back.
And so, but it's not going to fail because I need your support. I'm not asking you to support me. I'm asking you to come together and let's support us. Let's, because I want to bring in the resources, the people. I posted this the other day that YAMS is not about me. It's about us. United support. That where it could be a table of peace where people can come together and eat the food of life, not just eat the food of life.
So you mean to tell me you can bring this back to the biblical where it says, I prepared a table before you?
I'm telling what God told me.
In the presence of my enemy.
And that,
what now?
Let's come together and talk, pool our resources, our life experiences, our knowledge, our wisdom. If we can get together as a community, we don't need a savior to do this for us. God gave us the ability to save ourselves.
But you know what? Let me say this, because sometimes we as people, we as African Americans, for some reason, you know, and let me put this disclaimer out there. Not all Black businesses are jacked up.
Not all.
First of all, not all Black businesses are jacked up
or illegitimate.
I mean, you go into a building, they got their business license up, they doing
yes.
They're running business and they're handling business.
Yes.
Now, let me say this also.
Yes.
When things get up and running for my fellow business partners, and I go,
yes.
if something is not right, I don't stop going to them. I don't discredit them.
No.
But what I do is I share with them, hey, I enjoyed this, but I don't really like that.
Yeah.
Do you guys have something else? Because when you're first starting your business, and I'm about to step on some toes right here. Okay. When you're first starting your businesses, there's going to be some hiccups.
Yes,
there's going to be some problems. There's going to be some things that you got to figure out. I know it was for me.
Yes.
I know there still are some things that I need to learn as a business owner, and I'm working on.
Yes.
But sometimes what we don't do is we don't even give ourselves the benefit. We don't even give ourselves a chance. We'll just go over here. But just as soon as you go to Walmart or somewhere and buy something and it's not right,
you go right back the next day.
You go right back the next day.
You do. And that is what we got to change.
Do us the same way. We need to do each other the same way. We need to do each other the same way.
We've got to circulate our dollars within our community, you guys. And
that's that buy back the block thing.
Yes. Because
somebody's saying, what is that?
Because that's the only way we're going to come up together. See, one person coming up, I got this thing called reach. As you are reaching up, go back and reach and bring somebody with you.
Go back.
And we have the power, we have the dollars, we have the knowledge, we make the money. We make the money. So our communities are failing because of us, not because of any other race of people, because of us. And if us, United support us, don't help and support us, no one will.
No one will.
And that's what's happening today in the world. And that's what the YAMS talk show is. That is what I'm bringing together. I'm asking you not only for your financial support, and all I'm asking you for is to buy a ticket. $40, Monday through Friday. I'm putting together a season ticket plan. I just don't have it for this season. It'll probably start January the 1st, where you can buy tickets for the entire season. January through May, and then August through December. I have 2 seasons a year, and understand that you are doing something to help the community, because the people that I'm going to be having on the show and the things that I'm going to do, it's not about entertainment news. It's not about gossip. Every show that I have, it's real talk about real everyday people who are using their lives to make a difference every day.
That's right.
Everyday people making a difference every day. And that's me, that's you, that's all of us out there. But there's nothing like it here in Memphis. Wow. So I'm telling you guys, I need you to not only support it, but come out and help be a part of this history. Because in 10 years, you're going to be saying, I could have been to her shows and I didn't.
I remember when they're gonna be part of the I remember when she.
And she used to such and such. I'm trying to include you in history. In history. Because when the show, and this is what God told me, it's going to be bigger than Oprah Winfrey show.
Wow. And I could say, I'm going to be saying, I remember. Do you remember that time we were?
And the only difference is I will own everything.
Wow.
I will own everything and I will share everything.
Wow.
Because I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for us.
So you mean to tell me
support?
You mean to tell me you're speaking those things that are not as though they are? That's biblical.
Yes.
You're gonna have to always bring that thing back to what the word
I'm just telling you what God told me. And I'm telling you because I'm no different than you. You're no different. We're all the same. None of us were born with a silver platter. You know what I'm saying? It's about believing in yourself. To believe in God and not believe in yourself is not to believe at all.
Wow.
To believe in God and not believe in yourself is not to believe at all.
Because we were created in His image.
Yes. So to believe in God and don't believe in yourself, there's a void. And that's where we are today. You know, we got all the praise and worship, but in your own personal life, you have the mentality of a slave. Wow. I don't anymore. I'm a queen.
Hey, baby, I've been a queen from day one. And it's always, when you come to Fitness Fanatic, it's the queendom. Oh yeah. And now that we've added the financial piece, assisting people.
So what do you do with the finance?
Okay, well, what we do is I'm a credit specialist also. Okay. Credit restoration specialist.
Credit restoration.
Credit restoration. Yes. And so what that means is a lot of people out there that have bad credit. We have a lot of people out there that have student loans, foreclosures, repossessions, and things like that. And so I show you through a plan how to regain your credit, how to get those scores that you want. So, you know, especially now this time of the year, and people are thinking when January comes, when the first of the year comes, they're going to get those taxes. Okay. Yes. Like this government is giving you something. But anyway, that's the whole.
So maybe because this building here that I'm leasing, renting from, I'll be using it for other things other than the talk show. I'll be having You Are My Sister, YAMS workshops, financial workshops.
Yes,
people
financial workshops
to help them with their credit, to help them understand business, because we were not taught anything about business
at all. And so we run out and do all these things and when they say, well, you need to get a new piece of equipment, and you go to the bank and they say, well, you don't have enough credit to do it. Well, see, I'm that person that shows you what we need to do right now to get that score up, to get all that bad stuff off your credit. And oh my goodness, you'll be surprised to just know when you get ready to go buy something, all the inquiries that are on your credit report. For instance, give us an example. When we go buy our cars, we go and talk to the salesman. We pick out the car we want. And we, they let us pick out what we want first.
Yes, they do.
Devil.
Yes, they do.
They let us pick out what we want at first.
Strategic.
Yes, and then they run your credit report, and you don't have enough credit for that particular vehicle. So what they see the anticipation in your face.
Yes, you want the car.
You want the car. They let you drive it an hour.
Strategically, they did that.
Yeah, they let you do all of that. And so then they come back and say, well, your credit score is not really where where you can get it. And they say, wait a minute, we're gonna check this other company. They've already ran it once.
Yes, they have.
We're gonna check with this other company, see if we can get your finance. And you sit there patiently waiting.
You want this car, they played on your emotions.
And then they come back and say, oh no, but we got one more company. But every time they do that, those inquiries go on your credit report. They go on your credit report and they pull your score down. So of course, the same thing with furniture. You know, you're going out here running to buy all of this stuff and trying to get this stuff and all those inquiries. You'll be surprised at what that does to your score. And then you mess around and have you find you a car. Okay, you finally find you a car, and that company goes out of business. Yeah. But you're still paying the car note. Yeah. Wait a minute.
And your interest rates were so high because of your credit score.
And your interest rates are so high because of your credit score. But check this out. So you're paying, you mean to tell me that we have a contract, you and I have a contract, and you leave town and I still got the car. What I'm paying for, you gone.
Yeah.
Y'all better stop that.
We need to learn a lot more about personal finances because we have the money. We make the money. We just don't know how to distribute it and redistribute it. Where it is helping not only our lives, the lives of our children and our communities. We are giving it back to people. They don't mind paying us because they know they're getting it right back with interest.
Okay. And I was a victim. That's what.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
That's a good word.
I was a victim. I was
a financial victim.
I was a victim. Yeah. I was a victim of bad credit.
Yeah.
Bad personal credit. My business credit, pretty good. Business credit was good, but my personal credit, because of my lack of knowledge, because of my ignorance.
Yes.
Because I didn't know.
Lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge, which that's what ignorance
That's
means.
what ignorance
So when
is.
people call you ignorant, it's because you don't know.
It's because you don't know.
So don't get offended when
Yeah.
I say when I say that.
We're all ignorant to something because we've been miseducated.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So because of my lack of lack of how to take care of my finances, and
Yes.
I suffered some of those high rates, and I suffered
Yes,
some
me
of
too.
the things. And it's amazing how, remember when everybody had a debit card. Get your debit card. Well, those things don't report to the credit bureaus.
Yeah.
Those companies don't report to the credit
Yeah.
bureaus. So you go and get you get your check put on your debit card, and every time you pay a bill with that debit card, nothing is happening. You're just paying the bill. Nothing is happening to your credit. Now, if they would tell you to get you a secured card, that's free. Somebody need to be blessing. I need to put my cash out there right now because that information is blessing somebody.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna definitely have you back for a financial workshop.
Oh yeah. So I mean, just things like that. How people don't know what needs to happen. And oh my goodness, the team that I'm working with right now with the credit restoration company, the credit bureau, they are phenomenal.
Yes.
Miss Tammy is on here. She is boss. She's one of the ladies that trained me to do what I do.
Okay,
So,
Tammy, you got to come and be on the show. Sister.
Yeah, definitely. Mr. Kenneth Curry is watching
Yes.
also. Oh my
I
goodness.
have him back. She has one. What's his name? Kenneth Curry.
Yeah.
He's here in the green room over here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have
Oh,
him
yeah.
back on when we go live too. He's a financial guru.
Oh my goodness. And so when we learn when we make up in our minds that we are going to live well,
Yes.
then that means
Yes.
your spirit, your
Yes.
mind, your body, your
Yes.
spirit, and your finances.
Yes.
That's why it comes together.
Yes, it
because you
is.
need to be able to do it all.
Yes.
If you don't feel
Yes.
good, you're not going to
Yes.
do anything. If
Yes.
you're not making any money,
That's true.
you're not going to feel like doing anything.
That's the
So
truth.
that's why it's fitness and financial
Yes.
wellness.
Yes, it is.
That's why
And
it's
the thing
fitness
about
and
it
financial
is,
wellness.
the other thing that she just intertwined in what she's saying is alignment, spiritual alignment.
Oh yeah.
Because everything has to be in sync to be successful.
Oh yeah.
Everything.
Absolutely.
Your mind, your body, your spirit, your finances. It's about syncing up.
Absolutely.
When you sync
and when
up,
you're out of sync,
everything's out of order.
when you're out of sync,
Everything's
you're
out of order.
Mhm.
And first you got to get the mind right to do anything and accomplish anything.
Let this mind be in you. That's also in Christ Jesus. And we didn't hear about Jesus going out doing nothing frivolous and messing up his money. Okay.
And then we also have to align everything else up because we're wealthy beyond measure. We are. But we're being preyed on beyond measure.
P-R-E-Y.
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 Yes. We've been preyed on by society. We're targeted as people because they know that we don't know how to spend our money.
Wow.
And they target us. That's why in our communities, in our Black communities, all the businesses, you ask people, how'd you get over here from Asia, Middle East? How'd you find the hood?
Right.
It was strategic.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let me
It was
tell you.
strategic on their part.
Yes.
Because if you go over and sell to Black people, they don't know no better. They don't have any stores. They're not gonna buy from each other, but they will buy from us. That's why our Black communities are filled with business owners that don't look like us. That's our churches is the only thing flourishing, and they don't help nobody. Truthfully, they don't help nobody in business. They don't. They just making money building churches, and I'm saying that officially. Yes, I am.
Some of them are like that.
And I'm saying that because not that we need to just become mindful of that. That everywhere you put your money, they're not investing in you.
Look.
And so
Let me tell you this.
Uh-huh.
We had a new beauty supply, if you will,
Store.
beauty supply store
Uh-huh.
to open in West Memphis. I live in West Memphis,
Yes.
Arkansas. And they opened. Let me tell you how they strategically.
Okay.
opened.
They weren't Black. I know that.
You already know that. But they weren't Black. But let me tell
Yeah.
you what they did. They strategically opened early in the morning.
Yeah.
And guess what? They had some giveaways. They
Okay.
giving away free hair. So baby, look, remember I told you that I teach.
That's like a cocaine deal, give you a little crack.
So remember I told you that I teach in the school, right? So what happened is this particular morning I had so many of my students to come in late, and I was like, "You tired? You get the teaching? What happened?" And they was like, "My mama was at the line getting hair." You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me? Look, they laughing. You mean to tell? I can't help but laugh.
My mama was getting lying, getting her bag of weed.
This thing, my mama was in line getting her bundles. If you don't get your baby,
Okay.
you see, they got us with hair.
They do.
something as trivial as that. Strategic planning.
Yeah, it's
Oh
strategic.
my goodness. I mean, and then look, I went to the store because I'm, I want to go get me something too. So I go to the store, girl. my sisters.
We was addicted. I don't care what nobody say.
My sister queens was in there, baby. They was twerking. They was doing the most for the hair.
Oh my God. Hair. Who knew?
Who knew? That's another joke. Hair.
It is.
Who knew?
Who knew the hair would be an addiction? Who knew?
Oh my!
They knew though.
They knew.
They knew.
They knew.
They knew. You give some black women some white women hair, they gonna get addicted to it. That's what has happened.
And look, there's probably some people on there saying, "I know my child in her class. I'm whooping them when
That's
I get
okay.
to that."
We are about out of time, you guys. This has been a wonderful show.
Awesome.
Tammy Stark says, Mr. Kenneth Curry is the man. We're going to have Kenneth on in a week or two here. He's going to come to the live show and do his financial guru for us. We're going to put together some type of plan where we can not only just have him
get out of debt. How about that?
To get out of debt and ask people to come in because society is banking on black people being in debt. Debt makes you a slave. Slaves have to work off their debt.
Wow. And when and as a slave, that means you're in bondage.
You're in bondage. Psychological.
You're in bondage. So no wonder you don't
financial bondage.
Yeah, and we can tie it up with this. When you are going to the store to make your purchases for your foods and things like that, they've made us think that eating healthy is so expensive, and we're only making these little pennies. We're only making I'm gonna take me out of that. Yeah. They're only making these little pennies. And you don't want to spend those pennies on the good food to get you healthy, to get your mind right, to get your finances right, so that you'll want to do some things.
Yes.
It's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
It's a psychological warfare, truthfully, that has been inflicted on society, the masses, truthfully, not just black people. But it is time to wake up, y'all. Yeah. It's not only time.
Rich.
We're rich.
I'm
wealthy. I'm wealthy.
I'm a millionaire.
The greatest wealth you can have that's greater than currency is knowledge.
And knowledge is power.
Knowledge is more powerful than currency. Wow. Because a man with $1 million and no knowledge, and a person with no money and all the knowledge, who's going to end up with the money?
Wow. Wait a minute. If we could, that's our president. All the money. No
knowledge is currency. Wow. The more you know about anything and everything, the more you know, the better disciplined you can be. Yeah. The better decisions and choices you can make.
The more what?
The more you know.
What's that D word you say?
Disciplined.
Discipline.
Oh. See, it's about discipline. Yeah. Financial discipline. You know, financial discipline. Health discipline.
Right. Fitness discipline.
Fitness discipline.
Physical discipline. How about
that?
Yeah.
And entrepreneurship. Discipline. I'm in a discipline right now. Yeah.
And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of your fitness journey.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
She's doing
you guys,
awesome.
I'm gonna share this with you. I've been off work about 3 weeks. I already had good eating habits.
Yeah.
But I had stressful job.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And in 3 weeks, y'all, I'm like, woo!
Drum roll.
I've been working out at the pool every day, just oh my gosh, for an hour, just the resistance, the water resistance. So I'm telling you, about 3 months, y'all, I'm be like, woo!
Right. You be saying, who is
but
that?
I'm still beautiful. It don't matter what size I am.
Rocky,
but I'm getting healthier. So this does conclude my show for today. It's about 7:15. I'm asking you guys to go to my Facebook page, either my YAMS talk show or my Anfra Boyd page, and go buy a ticket to the show. I need you guys to support. We're going to have a great grand opening.
I can't wait.
It's going to be
so. Are we going to dress up?
You come as you are. I don't have no. I hate when people have. So you got to have blue or green and all that. I can't stand it. Wear whatever you want to wear. Just be decent. Come out
and in order,
and come out and celebrate with me, because this is going down in the history books, because there's not a show like this here in Memphis with a live studio audience that is about the people for the people. You know what I'm saying? About everyday people making a difference every day. There's nothing like it. And they're going to be the naysayers. I'm ready for you. If you don't have nothing positive to say to me, don't talk to me, because I'm trying to do something that's different. Yes, I am. And who does she think she is?
I know who I am.
I know who I am. I'm a child of God.
I know who I am.
I'm asking you, it's $40. You can go to Burger King and Wendy's and spend $40. So don't say it's
get something unhealthy. So digest this.
Yes. Come in and get your soul fed on some real knowledge.
Hey.
You know?
Hey.
And celebrate some men in Memphis who have decided to man up. That's powerful, y'all.
That's powerful.
Man up.
Wow.
Men who have decided to man up, to grow up, to stand up,
to glow up,
to speak up, to make up, and to move up in our lives, in the lives of the people in the community, men who are doing something. So we're celebrating men. We're never going to put black men down on this show. That won't happen. You know, it just won't happen. It won't happen.
Amen.
And tomorrow, before we close, come back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. It will be my last show for my studio here in Cordova, in my home. I'll be still in Cordova, but it'll be about a block away from here at the Cordova Event Center. But tomorrow night, I'm interviewing, I always have CRS. She was just on here too. I can't think of her name right quick. Natasha Clay Hill.
Okay.
I'm interviewing her and some of the cast members, 7 cast members from the play The Cover Up. That is going to be, and I think it's Mount Zion on next Saturday, the 29th.
Oh, wow. And
this play is supposed to be so fantastic. I'll be posting it probably later on tonight. So tomorrow night at 7 be my last show before we do this live studio audience. I'm going to help her. I'm about helping people.
So am I.
See,
take me with you.
Yes,
take me with you.
Yes.
Don't leave me.
I'm not. We'll go together. Because if we all get in the mindset of us, united support, and we help each other, it don't cost nothing. You know what I mean?
Nothing at all.
To help each other. So I'm helping her to promote her play, The Cover Up. I love the title already, The Cover Up. I'll be posting the flyer. I am going to post it when you guys leave, and I do everything. I'll be posting the promo for her show tomorrow, once in about an hour or two, and come out and support her next. I think it's the 29th. At Mount Zion, and I can't remember which Mount Zion it is. I have CRS, so y'all know I can't remember. But I'll be posting it in a couple of hours. I'll be back tomorrow night at 7. That'll be the final show here at FIG Studios. That's in my home.
In this location.
In this location, I'll be about a block away at the Cordova Event Center on October the 7th. If you're not in Memphis and you'd like to just support financially, just go buy a ticket anyway for $40, and I'll send you an autographed book and a T-shirt just for being supportive, because I'm appreciative. I believe in every relationship there should be reciprocity.
That's right. That's absolutely.
So if you help me, I'll help you, and we can help each other to grow. That is our show. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. This has been wonderful.
This has been great.
Thank you so much. This is Anfra at FIG Studios here in Cordova, the YAMS Talk Show, where we don't employ people, we empower them. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Absolutely.